This is Sreemaan and Ghadi from Essec Business School. And so, can you both tell us about Essec Business School?
So I'm gonna start. Basically, I arrived here like the Sergi, where basically Essec is located on August 30th, and it's basically a school where you should like actually focus on your studies, but it also allows you to like have like a social life, and it's like a combination of both. It's not like you should like only focus on studying and like only go out. It's like a combination of both, and till now it's going pretty decent, and yeah.
All
And
right.
speaking about Essec Business School, it's just not about learning or classroom learning. They do a lot more than that. They help you to understand how things actually work in real life, in professional environment. They give you a lot of training to how to face real life situations. So overall, it's really ranked well, and I think they live up to their reputation. So yeah.
Yeah. So, Essec is the one of the leading business schools in France. And so, can both of you all tell us why you all chose what you all are studying?
Like business, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, basically, I've been I've been job shadowing, and like once I job shadowed in my father's company, and it's a business company. So I saw like how it works basically, and I kind of liked it. So from there, I kind of like had the idea of doing like of majoring in business. So this is where I decided to do business, and then I basically chose Essec because it's like one of the best business schools in the world, especially in France, and it's like it has a really good reputation in Europe, all over the world, and that's why I basically chose Essec as well.
And speaking for me, I always wanted to become an entrepreneur. So business was the right thing I thought which I had to study. And speaking about ESSEC, like Jadi said, yeah, it's one of the best business schools in the world, in Europe, in France. So, and I personally looked up to their curriculum and I actually liked it a lot. So yeah, that was my reason for selecting ESSEC Business School.
Great. So, what was the admission procedure for both of you all each?
For the admission procedure, there were 4 times in which you can apply. There's the first time, what was it called?
The first round.
The first round, the second round, the third round, and the fourth round. Uh, Basically, if you apply in the first or second round, this is basically an early admission. The third round is basically where most of the people apply, because they get their grades and they start applying. And if I'm not mistaken, you're gonna need to have a language proficiency test. In my case, it was the IELTS test, and you're gonna have to write a motivation letter. And yeah, but it's basically like a simple procedure to like a simple application, nothing too hard. And yeah, that was basically it.
So in my case, I did the CBSE, the Indian Class 12 exam. So for me, while applying, basically I needed all of my transcripts, my class 10, class 11, and class 12. With that, I need to give 2 motivation essays according to what they asked for the application process. The application was mostly online, and the like he said, there are 4 rounds, and the round starts from October and goes, and the last round till May. Mostly it's online and it's not so complicated. And in my case, I also need to take the language proficiency test, IELTS, and I also needed recommendation letters from 3 of my teachers. So yeah, I think it's, if you start well ahead or like a decent time ahead, it won't be a problem because it's not complicated and it should be fine.
Cool. And so, what advice do both of you all have for business students who are interested in studying business in the future?
Um, for me, I guess definitely apply to Essec. Uh, I haven't had the like enough experience at Essec, but from what I can see, I've been here for like 4 to 5 months, and so far it's like really nice, and it's not that stressful. You should be able to manage your time. Like time management is obviously a major thing, It's an essential thing in all universities, not only Essec. So with time management, I guess it's gonna be like fine. And for the people that like want to apply for business schools, I think Essec is like one of the options. It should be one of the options.
And what I actually want to say for anyone who's planning to study business is they have to be careful while they choose the universities, because I think it plays a huge part. And it also depends on what kind of university you want to go to. Like Essec is a 4-year program, it's in Europe, and things are a bit different from other universities if you consider in other countries. But it also has its benefits, like when you do an Essec, you get not just Essec, I think like other universities in Europe, basically it's a 4-year program, and you get 1 year for work experience, internships, and it's not just studying, getting a degree, but then more about how actually things work, and you also get work experience even before you graduate, which is a really good thing. If you want to do a higher education, or if you look out in the job market, it's a huge plus point for you. And for generally for business, for any studies, I think your channel is going to show like speak to students who are right now are going to choose what they want to do in the future for studying. So first, I think every single student has to make up their mind or get to know what are their interests, and they have to be careful when they choose their majors or universities. So this is going to play a huge part in their life, and I think a firm decision must be made in order to carry forward what they want to do in the future.
Good answer.
All right. So thank you, Sreemaan. Thank you, Ghadi, and thank you so much for your time. And hope to see you all soon. And best of luck.